Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Atlantis 535th scale USS Iowa build. Last time we worked on this ship, we, well, hopefully I don't tip my water over here. We puttied the sink marks on it, and after looking at it, I really wish I'd filled in these gaps as well. I haven't discovered that that's supposed to be like that, but on my particular model I think I'd be happier if I filled that in, so I am going to go ahead and do that. But first we're going to do some sanding and see how our sink marks turned out, because we might have to give them a second coat. I'm going to take a little bit of sandpaper, and I'm not going to use a very, what grit is this? I'll have to use a lot of it. Is this the 400? This part don't show. But I either use this one or I start out with a heavier one. Let's see how this does, and if it doesn't do very well, we'll go with a heavier grit. But I like to have it wet. It helps keep the dust down a little bit. It does make a little bit of a mess, but it does help the putty to sand down a little quicker too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna start sanding away here. I think that one's fine. Might have put a little too much water on it. That don't look too bad. You don't want none of that putty on the very edges. That's just excess. And as you noticed before, the sink marks were not very big, so I'm gonna sand most of this stuff off. Sanded pretty much all that off. Let's go over to this side. Some of them weren't big. The bigger ones are, as you can see right here, where it's filling in those two lines. That's where the big sink marks were. The front really didn't have a whole lot, except for that very bottom corner. A little heavy up top yet. That's better. And at the bottom right here I can feel a ridge. That looks and feels pretty good. Let me get a paper towel and wipe some of this water off, because I did kind of get a little too excited with the water. Yeah, I don't even see where there was a sink mark there. I wonder if that was an oops. I oopsed a little bit, so there really shouldn't be any putty here. Yeah, there was nothing there. Must have been a little bit of excess there. No harm done. Like so. Getting a little dry again. I'll re-dip that, but I'm going to blot it off with a towel so there isn't as much water. Got carried away with the water. There we go. That feels pretty good. Kind of going more by feel than by my sight. And again, I'll go through the whole hull of the ship before I paint it. Bit more. And after all these are filled in, we can get this in there for some primer. This will actually be the biggest project I've ever had in the paint booth once it's done. Getting there. But let's try, just for, I want to see what this will do. This is actual 400. A little grittier. I'll just kind of lightly. To go through it again with a lighter grit, but this is more what I'm going for. That's feeling better. I like that way better. Oop. Testing to see how well those anchors are glued down again. It's easy when you water it to knock more than you want off of it. That's what I'm looking for. Just filling in that sink mark. Don't want all that excess. That's what we're going for. Like that. That's all the putty that I wanted to see left. Got to find the right balance. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go in the front here a little more. That's actually a little bit low right there. I'm gonna have to add some more putty to that part, which is okay because I need to add it around the back there. I'll do all that off camera because yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's getting the idea of what we're going for here. There, that's wonderful. I like that. I'll go ahead and put that piece of sandpaper to the side because we're not going to need that right now. I'm going to keep working with this one. That's yielding the results that I wanted. Wonderful. And I did get some putty where I didn't need it. That's for sure. That's what I wanted, just to fill in them sink marks. It only took me how long? Only 12 minutes to figure it out. That's not so bad. Got to clean off your sandpaper quite often though, because it gets pasty. Cleans up pretty easy though. And I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure to it either, because I don't want to over sand. Good deal. Might have enough water on that for this one. I'm trying to keep it as flat as I can to the model. It's not the most exciting part of modeling, but it's part of it. Or model building, I guess I should say. Oh, sticking to my paper there. Boy, we're really twisting this around, huh? Awesome. And then we'll do the bow here and yeah, have you seen the video of me putting these anchors on? I've been knocking them against the table and this part of the ship and hitting them on my paint bottles. That to me, that's some good stuff. And I just tried to sand them off. I did a better job filling this part in than the other side. The other side's going to require some more putty. But that's okay. Like so. Put my sandpaper in there to rinse off here, but there we have it. That's what I was going for. Get as much of the excess off as possible, but leave everything that was inside the sink marks. I will have to do some wipe down on here. But I'm also going to, I'll do it off camera because we're already getting into 20 minutes here, but I'm going to go ahead and sand the sides, make sure that they're all flush with this, because this is kind of overhanging more here than here, and it's like smooth here. So off camera I'll do some work on that. I'm going to putty around here, fill in all these gaps, and then clean the model off, do a final sanding. Now that it's got a little rougher coat, I'm gonna step down on the sandpaper and get it nice and smooth, ready for primer. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.